I feel like I should have worn some flowers on my head or like a big poofy dress, and I probably should have showered, but we're just gonna wing it today and it's gonna be a great time. This video was shockingly requested. I had no idea I had so many Frida fan followers in the building, but I want to give a shout out to all my triple Fs. What's good? I love Frida Kahlo. Fun fact, when I was little, I used to paint, and I actually painted a picture of Frida Kahlo, which was not bad at all. It was actually really good. I painted it on cardboard. Y estuvo perrón. Like, I had an art teacher who would like come to my house and teach my cousin and I how to do little projects. We made ice cream ones. We learned how to make clocks out of paper plates, and it was a straw, algo así. Point is, I'm a big fan of Frida, and I have been wanting to test out this collection, but here's the thing, guys. I went to go buy it after I saw a lot of requests, and I didn't see it at my closest Ulta store. So I guess maybe they didn't have the display out by that time, or something had happened, but I didn't see it. So I just assumed because it was so highly requested, it was sold out already, and it was a limited edition set, so I just figured I didn't get my hands on it. But then I saw when my sisters picked out my makeup and they went to Ulta, there was a whole display of the La Colección de Frida at Ulta, and I was like, what? So I went back and I bought the whole thing after I edited the video. You guys have seen the video. It's interesting, is what it is. But I have most everything. I didn't buy like everything because it was kind of expensive. But I bought the brush set and I brought the eyeshadows, and there's something else in here. I don't know. There's some stuff. I did want to buy the blushes, but like I said, guys, it was kind of an expensive collection. What I don't have will fill it. But I really was just mainly excited for the lips and the eyeshadow palette. Also, we're gonna F heavy with the brushes too. La vamos a pasar de pelos. Órale pues. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab these brushes real quick. So these are the Frida Kahlo by Ulta Beauty brushes. We got 4 of them. This one was expensive. $30 for 4 brushes. But I mean, they look like they're really good quality, and we're doing this for the collection, guys. Okay, this brush looks bent. Not a fan of that. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this Frida Kahlo brush. I don't know, this one doesn't have like a name. I use this to kind of blend out my concealer a little bit. Brows are done. I just went ahead and used my concealer to clean them up and also to prime with. I used this one right here by CoverGirl. On to the moment we've all been waiting for, though. Dun 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 dun. My bad. I should have done that in Spanish. Dun 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 dun. Fun fact, you guys, the movie Frida Kahlo was one of my favorite movies growing up. I was probably way too young to watch it the first time I watched it. I thought Salma Hayek did amazing, and her boobs they're great. They were the first pair of boobs that I had seen that weren't my mom's or my sister's, if that tells you how young I was. So this packaging is really cool. It has Frida. It's red. It's very nice. Down here it says, never apologize for who you are. I never do. And she's got a great point. Don't do that shit. So when you open her up, you see a little story. It says Frida Kahlo, 1907 to 1954. Guys, my mom was born in 58. Damn. She lived a full life before my mom was even born. It's so crazy. And it says, in the time of the revolution in Mexico, Pura PINCHE RAZA. A star was born, proud of her country's culture, its folklore she truly loved. She is known as Frida Kahlo, great artist and naturalist, married to Diego Rivera, famous painter and muralist. Suffering from polio as a child and a bus accident later in life, during her painful recovery, passion for painting came alive. Admired for her unique art, empowerment, and personality, Frida was her own muse. She painted her own reality, highlighting her own beauty, different inside and out. She became a fashion icon the world is talking about. Her masterpieces and life are now sources of inspiration. Her flowers, colors, and shades we all love with fascination. If you guys don't know much about Frida Kahlo, yo, she's 100% that bitch. The one thing that really stood out to me always was she was very just unapologetic about who she was. And she definitely had an influence on me growing up, because I was a very daft kid. Very daft. And I knew that, but I embraced that. I never really understood the concept of blending in or wanting to be like everybody else. I, to this day, still think peer pressure is bullshit. And I'm very open open about that. You can try to change my mind. I promise you, you won't. I've always been a big believer in being who you are, staying true to you, and not apologizing for who you are, what you feel. At the end of the day, it's you. Love you. Love yourself more than anybody else on this planet. And I think she really embodied that. She embodied feminism at a point where it really was so taboo in a country where it is still so taboo. She was just awesome, and I am so excited to be able to play with this. I am going to go ahead and do the tape thing. I can't stop thinking about Salma Hayek's boobs. Just saying. How much were you, sir? Signature box was $30 and the brush set was also an even $30. What we have here is the palette, and we also have this little tin, which is a brush cleaner. This is very similar to the Via Ramona brush color switch. Basically, if you have a really dirty brush, let's use this one for example. This one is covered in purple. Thanks again, Nancy and Patty. You just swirl her around in here and it immediately kind of takes off the shadow and it's clean now. So this is actually pretty cool. It's a really awesome product to have on hand, and I think it's really unique that they included this in a collection. You never see this kind of stuff. And then we have our palette for 30 bucks. I think the palette, I mean, I guess this would be 15 bucks and that would make this 15 bucks. I don't know, but then again, there's a lot of factors in here. Here we are, a palette, a cute little mirror. Again, never apologize for who you are. Plastic protector. These are placed in here, by the way, to protect the shadows. I'm so excited. This is definitely Frida. Like, she was known for wearing bright velvet pieces, colorful skirts with really pretty embroidery and a lot of flower print. She loved flowers, she loved roses. Like, she was just always accessorized to the max. And I mean, primera muerta que sencilla. First of all, son, she was the epitome of I'd rather be dead than simple, fam. I'm probably gonna stick to my neutral, and I know y'all are probably gonna clock me, and that's fine. Again, I'm not gonna apologize for who I am. I know what looks good in my complexion. I know what I love. I know what I work the best with, so I'm gonna do me. And if you don't like it, tough tacos, mamacita. We're gonna go in with Perla. This hair is bugging me, sir. We're gonna go in with Perla. There was a girl in my school named Perla, and she was mean, rude all the time. She didn't like me. I remember we were on the bus once and she called me fish eyes, and I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? And she was like, you know, because you have big eyes. And I was like, okay. Try again, sweetie. And then she tried to hit at me for my skin tone, which I was like, nope. Try again, honey. Brown is beautiful. And then she came for the gap in my teeth, which I was like, first of all, sir, too far. Your mama's a hoe. I'm kidding. I didn't talk like that in middle school. I was much worse. So we've highlighted our brow bone. I'm gonna go into Lava, which is this guy right here. You know what? No, we're gonna go in with Sol, the yellow one. Les dije, la vamos a pasar, pero de pelos. Yo, that's actually really pretty. That color came on truly nicely. I like this. I like this a lot. Now we're gonna go in with Adobe or Adobe, if you don't wanna be all Mexican about it. Now we're gonna go into Amor, which is this like more clay type of brown. Sun. Oh wow. Yo, this color is pigmented. I feel so cute. Now, I really want to try Infinity, which is a black shade. But again, I want to kind of see what it would look like as an eyeliner. I feel like I should. And I feel like Frida would approve if she were here. She'd be like, hazlo perra. And I'd be like, okay. Oh, damn. Sir, first of all, what gives you the right to be this intense? Oh my God. Yo, I've tried Ulta shadows in the past before. I had, and I'm not gonna lie, my experience with them has not been the best. This formula, however, they really kicked it up. This is such an intense black, and it is just working so well with me right now. No mames, todo al 100, ¿verdad? We just had to speed this along. Diving into more brushes, we have these two little complexion brushes. By the way, Ulta, I just have something to say. Why does my brush look like he's about to fight somebody? Like he is in a very say it with your chest situation. Que pedo? Que pedo? Why is homeboy bent like this? And all of them were like this. Like I even tried to look in the brushes for one of them that wasn't as bended. Like this would have actually been really useful for like this here place, but it's so bent and I don't like that. I don't even know if it's gonna be fixable when I wash this brush, but a brush shouldn't come like this, okay? A brush should come in the shape that it's going to come, and brushes should come in peace, okay? No buscando pleito. And this guy, I actually want to use this to wipe off my bake. Very soft brush. I feel like this would be really perfect for foundation or concealer when I don't have my beauty blenders nice and clean. I'm telling you, this Believe Beauty, it's magic. Ooh, and this fluffier brush is perfect. Super soft. I like the tapered kind of shape it has. I'm going to go back in with Adobe. Let me see if I can actually use this little guy to smoke her out. See, it's a good brush. I just wish it wasn't saying it with its chest. Get a little hint of yellow. I don't want a lot of yellow because I don't want to look jaundiced to the house. Just a little bit of jaundice, just a tad. We're literally just gonna kind of connect the two outer corners, the bottom and the top. We're gonna pop on some nude liner real quick. And then because I really want to just play around with some shim, I'm gonna go ahead and try this one. Muse is adorable. You know what, stripper? You know what? I love that. Now I'm gonna grab Mystical. I'm just gonna pop it on in the very inner corner, just as a slight shimmer. Nothing too crazy. You'll barely notice it, but it's there. Like my boobs. Done skis on these brushes. They're nice. Life hack: if you guys ever find yourself with really like cakey makeup or powdery, there's something magical in MAC Fix Plus, and truly MAC Fix Plus is the only setting powder that I've tried that does this, but it takes away all the powderiness and all the cakiness. Like MAC Fix Plus is a treat for your skin, fam. And I went ahead and bought the little baby one because I don't use a ton of it, and honestly, like, this is fine. Also, it was kind of expensive, so just trying to make rent here, guys. Did you guys know that rent is due every single month? Some bullshit, I swear. I went and got the Frida Kahlo liquid lipstick, matte liquid lipstick in the shade Vida, which is this really pretty kind of pink shade. And I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips a little bit. I think I'm gonna go in with my Rimmel Exaggerate lip liner in the shade Tiramisu, and then fill it in with this guy, and hopefully it's a good combination. If not, we'll pop a gloss on it and call it a day. Not the biggest fan of this lip. The color is actually really beautiful. I like the color. With this look, I honestly thought it was gonna be a little bit more nude. Turned out to be a little bit more bubblegum pink than anything, but it's cute. The formula, however, I'm just not the biggest fan of. She is streaky the house, patchy, inconsistent, honey. I am gonna top it off with a gloss. I'm just gonna use my KKW Lust gloss. She kind of just solves everything. We love her. We're done. We did it. I've seen more than enough, and I can wholeheartedly tell you guys, I personally do think that the Frida Kahlo collection at Ulta, I do believe it to be worth it. Here's my whole thing, guys, because it is kind of expensive, an eyeshadow palette and like a cool little accessory. I get it. If you are a fan, if you collect makeup, I think this is actually a steal, because sometimes a lot of novelty kind of collections, especially after somebody who's like deceased and like a legend, they can get really pricey and almost like ridiculously pricey. This is actually not too bad. $30 for the brushes. The brushes are really good quality. I think you can find similar collections for a lot less money, like $30 for 4 brushes, and then for one brush to really just be showing its tetas to the world, it's not really worth it. But again, if you are a fan, if you are a collector of makeup, if you are somebody who kind of just wants to have this to look at in their room, this is actually really cute decoration. I get it. I'm with it, and I think that it's totally worth the money. But for somebody who's not really like the biggest fan of Frida, it's not necessary, I think, because there are palettes that are a lot more affordable that have all of these colors for sure. But do I think this is worth it? Did it work at the end of the day? Oh yeah, I think Ulta has for sure stepped up their game with their formula, because like I said, I've tried Ulta's formula in the past and it has not been it, sis. This one, however, I'm just gonna swatch the blue. I know y'all are gonna come at me and be like, why don't you do more colorful colors. You guys, I know what I like. I know what looks good on me. I'm not a tutorial channel. I am a review channel. And I really just like to review. The purple one's really pretty. Will I be playing with these colors? Maybe. Don't get all titties up about it. It's totally up to you guys. It's one of those products that it's so personal and it's so up to you because it's literally somebody else's face and somebody else's kind of story just put into makeup, which I think is really beautiful. I think you can really pass on the liquid lipstick if I'm being honest. The blushes I didn't try, and like I said, the brushes, it's up to you. I'm gonna go now. Eso es todo. And for those of you guys wondering, am I still thinking about Salma Hayek's boobs? Obviously.